What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christine and this is Conscious and Cute. On this channel, I love posting about self-care, my life, zero waste, all kinds of fun stuff. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around and subscribe. But for today's video, we're actually going to talk about 5 swaps that I really recommend investing. Now, these can be all kinds of different things, and we're starting with some easy ones because I don't know where you are in your zero waste journey, or maybe you're even more zero waste than me, but I think these 5 items are really worth investing in. Let's get into it. The first item is kind of a no-brainer, but I do feel like it needs an honorary mention because a lot of people are still not doing this, and that is a reusable coffee cup. Now, I see a lot of people with reusable water bottles, and I think a great tip to give anyone that is interested in starting zero waste is that they're actually bottles that can both keep your drink cool and hot. So I definitely recommend investing in one of those. I don't have one of those and I'm kind of sad about it, but I'm not going to buy something new when I don't need it. But yeah, they can keep your drink cool for almost the whole day apparently, and even keep your drink hot for a few hours. So look into something like that. Oftentimes they can be a little more expensive, like even up to 40 euros, but I do think they have a long life and they really do so much. Think about all of the water bottles you're saving, all of the coffee cups you're not throwing away, and honestly it's just so easy to have it with you at all times, and it's 2-in-1. So that's my first tip. I myself have a few water bottles and a few coffee cups because I kind of rolled into low waste slowly while I wasn't really aware of all of the things that were on the market. But I do recommend, if you're new and you're starting, to definitely look into something like that because you're gonna save space and money that way. The second thing on my list is actually also food related, and that is silicone baking mats. A lot of people have actually heard of these, but I don't see many people using them, and I'm such a big fan. And the reason why it would be zero waste is because baking paper, or however you want to call it, parchment paper, is not paper that's biodegradable. There are versions that are biodegradable, and we do have those for when you need to fill a pan in a certain shape, but those can be a little more pricey and you're still creating waste. What a silicone mat will do is it's just washable. You can put it in a dishwasher even, and it's so easy. You can put cookies on there, you can bake vegetables on there, and it just peels right off and you can wash it. And I have yet to see one of mine break, so they are very durable. I've had them for a few years, and yeah, we have 2 just because sometimes we use 2 at the same time and it's easy to have. And yeah, I just recommend it so much. In the long run, you're gonna save money even because you're not having to buy parchment paper all the time. We've even used them to cover dishes in the oven that actually need to be covered with tin foil because you need to keep the heat in. So for example, when you're baking some type of rice dish or some fish in the oven and you need to keep it covered, those mats work as well, and that's something we just discovered. So it's actually worth your money twice, replacing parchment paper and replacing tin foil in the oven. So that's really awesome. The third one on my list is something a lot of people on YouTube and on blogs and on Instagram talk about, and I see a lot of people that are still scared of it, and that's a safety razor. Now, I have to admit, I was kind of scared too. Actually, I was a lot scared, and it sat in my bathroom cupboard for quite a few weeks before I dared to even try it. Now that I have figured out how to use it, I can't see myself ever going back to disposable razors. A safety razor just gives you such a close and clean shave. It's really not comparable to any disposable razor, especially ladies with thick hair on their legs or on their armpits. You're never gonna want to go back to those disposable razors because it's just such a big difference, and it's also so affordable. But I do have to say, a safety razor can be a little expensive when you first buy it, but it saves you so much money in the long run because those little safety razor blades that you replace, they cost almost nothing, and they are biodegradable, or they can be recycled into something. So yeah, that's basically pretty much zero waste. It's affordable and it gives you a better shave. So why wouldn't you do it, you know? The fourth one on my list is something for the coffee lovers. We've had one coffee item on the list before, and here's the second item. I actually recommend two items together for making coffee at home. I have a French press and I have a coffee grinder. The reason I have a coffee grinder is because my mom actually gave her old one to me, and dang, did it open up a world for me. So now I use my French press in combination with my coffee grinder, and these two are such a gift from the heavens. It's so affordable to grind your own coffee. You just buy coffee beans in bulk or in big bags if you can't find bulk. Then you grind your own coffee. It's fresher, it's tastier, and you get to grind it to the exact type of grain you want it to be. Do you want it more coarse? Do you want it more fine? You're in control. And then you can use your French press to get the level of strength you want. Because I find that a lot of coffee makers, they make a few types of coffee, but with a French press you can really go into detail on how you want to make your coffee. And I know a lot of people are using those really fancy coffee drips and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to get into that, that's awesome too. There's a lot of zero waste coffee things out there. But I think if you're just a basic person who wants a coffee in the morning like me, then a French press is an easy, affordable, and such a fun way to make your own coffee. The last thing on my list is actually, again, a pair of things, and it is something for your laundry. So those of you who are doing their own laundry, you're gonna want to listen to this. There are actually two types of items I use for my laundry to make my laundry softer. The two items I use together are firstly an egg that you use in your washing machine, and this removes the lime buildup in your machine to make your laundry more soft. The second thing is two little balls that you put in your tumble dryer, and they grind your laundry together to make it super soft, and these last so long and make your laundry so soft. I have actually heard of wool balls or some other things that do kind of a similar thing, so if I can find them I will link them in the description for you, but the ones I use are these two little balls with tiny nubs on them, and yeah, they just rub together and make your laundry super soft. And honestly, the only reason I still use a fabric softener is because sometimes I don't use the balls on very delicate clothing items, or if I want to make my laundry smell extra fresh, then I just use that. But I just use a very tiny little amount of it, and I do get it at the bulk store, so it is still zero waste. I hope you enjoyed this little video of 5 items that I definitely recommend investing your money in to get started on your zero waste journey. If you have any cool items you think are worth investing in, please let me know in the comments because I am very interested. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing, and I will see you next time.